Hi everybody. So this is Professor Smith and I'm talking to both CSS101-36 and CSS101-B06. I'm going to be making video lessons each week for both classes, and both classes will have the same video lesson. So I know for CSS101-B06, we were supposed to be discussing library services for today. So we won't be discussing that for today. For CSS101-B06, both classes will be following the same lesson. We'll be talking about interviewing. So when I say interviewing, I'm talking about the etiquette that I think you should have when you are interviewing. We're talking about maybe clothing that you should have when you're interviewing. And we're also going to be talking about some questions you might want to think about before you interview. For example, one of the things my father has always done with me whenever I have an interview is he sits down with me and he asks a whole bunch of questions that he thinks I'm going to be asked. And it's a way for me to prepare for the interview, to make sure that I'm confident or make sure that I know the answers to some of the things that I might be asked. So you are going to be actually creating 10 interview questions that you are going to be posting on the discussion board. So the discussion board is already there. You'll be posting 10 questions, and a partner or someone else in the class will be responding to those 10 interview questions. So the due dates I'm going to be giving to you right now apply to both CSS101-B06 and CSS101-36. So on April 1st, that's when you need to post your 10 interview questions onto the discussion board. On April 8th, that is when you need to respond to someone else's questions. Just as a reminder, for both classes, your resumes were due this week. So make sure that you share them with me, either using Google Drive, Office 365, or you can also email me your resumes as an attachment. For the discussion boards, continue to follow the due dates on your syllabus. So that will not change. The schedule for both classes, because of these circumstances, have changed a bit. So both classes are going to receive the same lesson, just to make it a little bit easier for myself to make all the videos. And if you see me looking over there, that's because my script is over there. So I'm going to tell you what the following weeks are going to look like for the lessons for this class. So next week, the week of March 30th to the 3rd of April, we're going to be talking about library services. So I'm going to be going over all the online library services with you. On April 6th to the 10th, we're going to be discussing networking. So online social networking, face-to-face networking. So the week of April 20th to the 24th is to be announced. I'm not quite certain what I'm going to be doing with you that week. We might be face-to-face again, but right now that is to be announced. The week of April 27th to May 1st, so that specific week, we are going to be discussing making the most of your life. Again, it might be face-to-face, but we're not quite certain right now. But we will still be discussing it. If we're not face-to-face, I will post those discussion questions on the discussion board. And then last but not least, the week of May 4th to the 8th and May 11th to the 15th, those two last weeks are going to be final presentation days. So we'll be discussing final presentations with you beforehand. I will probably be creating a video lesson about that just to remind you of some of the things that we're going to be discussing, that you will be discussing for your final presentations. Just a note about these videos that I will be sending to you. They're not going to be 100% perfect. I was a YouTuber over 10 years ago. I wasn't professional. Most people on YouTube were not professional YouTubers back way in the day. They weren't exactly monetized. But this is going to be the way that I'm going to be sending you video lessons. There'll be a few other ways that I'm going to be talking with you this semester, especially if you have any questions. I'll be sending out a video about how we're going to be doing that. Your other teachers are working really hard this week to figure out the best way that they're going to be sending you the content of their classes. So be patient and keep checking your email, because that's going to be really important for communication. So keep checking your BCC email, keep checking e-learning for each one of your classes, and also keep checking the BCC page for more news about what's going to be done in the future.